How's it going, folks? So we're already well on our way through March. February is long in the rear view mirror. But today I'll be telling y'all my top picks for the best albums of February 2026. Some really good stuff released in February, and some really good stuff has already been releasing in March. But anyway, I feel like we're starting off the year with some really great albums to kick us off in the first quarter of 2026. But anywho, this is all about February. A few disclaimers, get business out of the way before we get to the fun stuff. First and foremost, on this channel, I cover all things power metal, symphonic metal, and melodic rock. And all kind of things slightly adjacent, that fit within those sort of categories and genres, if you will. So that's what you can expect as far as albums that I listen to and all that. Next, I only count brand new full-length albums. I don't include EPs, compilations, reissues, cover albums, stuff like that. There's already so many full-length albums, brand new full-length albums that release that's just all I can get to, as it is. I listen to so many of those. But and then also in the description down below, I've listed every single album I listened to that released in February, so you can look at that whole list. That's everything I listened to, and see if there's anything you missed or want to check out. It's all there in the description. Also in the description, I listed every song that I listened to off-channel that I found noteworthy for one reason or another. It's not every single song I listen to off-channel, because each month there's like over 100 that I listen to off-channel because I can only react to so many. These are only the ones that really stood out to me and again, I found noteworthy for one reason or another, and not ones I reacted to or anything, just off-channel. And alongside those, I included the link that'll take you directly to the song. So if you missed some of those songs or want to check them out, just click the link. It'll take you right to their video or whatever on YouTube's, and you can give it a listen. The only thing I ask is that all this stuff, with the channel, takes a lot of time and effort. So if you can just help spread the word, that would be killer. So if you do click any of those links for those songs in the comment section for that video or whatever, just tell them Power Metal Ranger sent you. That would be super cool. Spread the word. But anywho, that's that. Now for the good stuff, what you've all been waiting for. Out of all the albums I listened to from February, these are my top 5 picks for best albums of February 2026 in no particular order, starting with Greyhawk with Warriors of Greyhawk. Next up, we got Tailgunner with Midnight Blitz. Next, we got Rosario with Northern Crusaders. Next, we got Aeon Gods with Reborn to Light. And lastly, we got Gladenfold with Soulbound. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 picks for best albums. I really, really enjoyed all 5 of these albums. I highly recommend all 5. If you missed any of them, definitely go check it out. These are some really, really great albums that I just really, really enjoyed. But as you all know by now, just like the Highlander, there can be only one. So, my number 1 pick for best album of February 2026 is Aeon Gods with Reborn to Light. Man, what an album. What an album. I was just absolutely blown away. I thought their debut album was pretty good. They had a good sound and all that. But this album really took it up a notch. This album feels more like they're kind of settling into their sound. You know, a debut can be tricky. You know, maybe you're trying to sound this way or you're trying to do that or whatever. You know, you're working through some of the growing pains and all that good stuff. In this album, it just feels so much more natural, like, to them than maybe the first album did. And again, like I said, it just sounds like they've really settled into their sound, into, you know, what they want to do, and it's just awesome. You know, I love the way the album's arranged, you know, kind of like the storytelling and stuff. It has a nice progression to it. It's bombastic. The melodies are larger than life. The vocals are killer. The music is great. And yeah, it's just such a dynamic album all the way through. And every song stands on its own. Like, you know, there's not a song that's like, oh, wow, you know, this is kind of a dud. It's like the whole album is just solid from start to finish. And I can't overstate, again, just how blown away I was by this album. I absolutely love it. You know, I was expecting some good things, you know, because like I said, I enjoyed their debut album, you know, but then this one, it's like they just really took it to the next level. It's like the stars aligned. And again, it just has a much more kind of natural feel, like this is Aeon Gods. You know, before it's like, oh, we're still trying to work out, like, you know, who we are. We know what we kind of want to be, but it's like here, it just, oh man, it just, what a well-crafted album. Just grandiose and without sacrificing, like, you know, solid melodies and killer musicianship. And yeah, it's like if you're a fan of power metal, symphonic power metal and all that good stuff, like, this is an album not to miss. They really outdid themselves here. And again, I can't praise this album enough. I just love it. Absolutely love it. Every time I hear it, it's like almost like hearing it for the first time. I don't get tired of it. It's just stellar. It's just a stellar album. So clearly, that's my number one pick here. Aeon Gods with Reborn to Light. My top pick for best album of February 2026. If you haven't listened to that one yet, get on it. What are you waiting for? It is an album not to miss. Anywho. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below, what were your favorite albums of February? What were you really digging? I love hearing what y'all were really enjoying. What are some songs that you really enjoyed that released in February? Yeah, let's just talk about it. And yeah, thank you all so much for all your support and for tuning in. I shall catch you next time. Ranger?